Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam amma ba'da habati fillah. It's very important that we are a miftah al-khair, that we, especially those people who are calling to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the field of da'wah, that they should be a source of goodness and not a source in cutting off good, and not a source of destroying good, but rather in building. And when we reflect on the condition of the pagans and the mushrikeen and those who detest Islam and try to close the door and shut out the light of Islam, that is a dangerous state to be in, and that those who do that will receive a painful torment from Allah Azza wa Jal for trying to put out His light. يريدون أن يطفئوا نور الله بأفواههم والله متم نوره ولو كره الكافرون. They want to put out the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah will complete His light. He will complete this light, this guidance, even if the disbelievers hate it. And although these ayat specifically refer to the mushrikeen and those people who detest Islam, it made me reflect in that this trait of closing the door to good, even a Muslim can fall into that trait. So the characteristic itself is madhmoom. It is a sinful, wicked characteristic. So for example, someone who cuts off the path and says, no, don't go listen to so-and-so who's from Ahl Sunnah, who's calling the people to good, who's reminding you of Allah. So they warn you against someone from Ahl Sunnah. Likewise, people who make hajr from Ahl Sunnah with no maslahah, without some sort of rectification, without any kind of benefit for it, but instead it's based on hizbiyah, or it's based sincerely to close off the door to khair. So we don't know the intentions of people. However, it's these types of verses in the Quran are a warning, because you do not want to resemble and have the characteristics of the pagans. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Man tashabbaha biqawmin fahuwa minhum." Whoever resembles a people, then he is from them. So what about the one who does the same actions that they do? Meaning that they try to cut off the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they gain from that. How can that be? For example, if sometimes jealousy comes between brothers or sisters, and sometimes there's money involved, so one will try to defame the character of the other in order to maintain their status, and in order to keep their financial benefit that they gain or have gained, that this new individual may threaten. And this unfortunately happens in the da'wah as well, that sometimes personal issues between brothers and du'at, who are supposed to be callers to Allah, not themselves. Maybe one, he's popular and everyone in his community looks to him. Then someone new, a new graduate, a new individual comes into the community, and out of jealousy, he attempts to defame him. He attempts to destroy him and assassinate his character. He lies, he deceives, and these are incredibly dangerous characteristics, because they can be a form of sad an sabilillah, of cutting off to the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in regards to the mushrikeen in verse Tawbah, or Surah Tawbah, verse 9, أشتروا بآيات الله ثمنا قليلا فصدوا عن سبيله إنهم ساء ما كانوا يعملون. They have purchased with the ayat of Allah a little gain, and they hindered men from his way. Evil indeed is that which they used to do. So here they gained little financial gain, maybe a little fame, a little temporary status, and they were a part of trying to cut off the path to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just for this gain. And in the end, this hindrance to the Sabil Allah is a source of their own destruction. So is it worth it? And this is what we have to ask ourselves anytime we warn against another Muslim. Is this for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Am I doing this in order to benefit the community, to protect them from their harm? Is this the proper means of addressing this issue? Is what they are really doing a mistake and sinful and bid'ah? And you have to question yourself. Are you a part of building and building the community and building khair and inviting people to good? Or is it a part of helping and assisting yourself and your status and your fame and your wealth and cutting off the sabil Allah? Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam.